Hello and welcome to 7-Minute Guitar. Also check us out on facebook.com/7minuteguitar for the resources that are used in these videos. So welcome back to another Theory Thursday. Up to now we've talked about chords, we've talked about keys, we've talked about scales. So let's work on transposing the key. The scale stays the same, sharps and flats will change, different chords will be played. So today all we're really going to use is this chart. And yes, this chart is at facebook.com/7minuteguitar, and it is in the folder entitled Theory Thursday. So this chart shows us all the keys of our guitar playing. And I said in the intro, what would happen if you had it in the key of G and somebody wanted to play it in the key of D? Well, let's zoom in on this section. So here we are, focusing on the key of G, and let's say the key of D. Now I'm only circling the scale D through D, which of course is a major scale. Remember that the minor scale would be there. Now, if I'm already playing the chord G, the chord C, the chord D, and let's say an E minor, so it's a relatively basic song. Goes to an E minor and lifts up to the major chords, and then somebody suggests they play it in D. Now why would somebody suggest to play it in D? Let's say you have a different vocalist for the group you're playing with, and they find that G is too low or too high for their vocal range, but they are familiar with this song that you guys are playing in the key of D. So, rather than try and get your vocalist to get way up there all squeaky cracky or too down low and they can't say anything, the musicians change to accommodate the vocalist. So, now you're going to play D, G, A, and B. So what this means is, regardless of whether you're playing in the key of D or the key of G, you're going to play the first, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth degree of the scale. This is how the scales and the chords and everything all link up together. Now with the chart, you can really see how easy this is, because this chart has all of our scales, our increments on the scale, lined up nicely. So without the chart, you really just got to think about it. Let's say for a moment, we'll use green again, but we're going to the B. For some reason, you guys have been asked to play in the key of B. B major, E major, F sharp major, G sharp minor. So, bar chords, yay! And so if you don't have the chart with you, you can think, let's see, now if B is the first in my scale, I go B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, so now you've got those 6 chords you're going to need. At least 4 out of those 6 you're going to need. And at this point, you switch into your head and say, okay, whole step, half step, whole step, okay. So let's see. I know that from a B to a C sharp, okay, that's my whole step. And another whole step will be a D sharp from there. Half step will get me to an E, a whole step, F sharp, and another whole step, there's a G. Bam! It's all together. You now know the chords you're doing, and you didn't even have to use the chart. Awesome. So here we are at about the 5-minute mark. And there's not a lot more I can say about transposing. especially if you have a chart like this. I wrote a big M for major, big M, little m for minor. So we transposed from G into two other keys, and we can do it for any of these other keys that are on the chart, even those that are off the board. It's really simple when you think about scales, really simple when you have a chart. I've seen people explain this whole theory and take a really long time, and at the end of it, you really don't feel like you've gained a lot of knowledge. I really hope today that in this short amount of time, you feel like you've gotten a lot of knowledge. If you did, please thumbs up the video, please subscribe to the channel. I will snap a picture of this and post it to facebook.com/7minuteguitar in the Theory Thursday folder. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. You can also follow us on Twitter at 7min, M-I-N, guitar.